Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. I thought today I would do my April TBR, number one, how are we even in April already? But the last few times I've done, I might have only done it twice or three times, but the last few times I've done my TBR prompts, which I love doing. However, today I thought I would do a colour wheel picks my reads. So I'm gonna click on this, pick a colour, and then we're gonna find the books within that colour range, and then we'll pick from there. I've never actually done this before, so I'm really excited to see what we get. I have a stack of books here, I have a full TBR cart here, and then I also have a few on a shelf over there, so I might have to dip that way and get some, but there was no way I was taking them all off the shelf to put them over here, so hopefully this will do. But anyway, without further ado, let's pick. Also, I'm not very hopeful that I will read everything in my April TBR. March I'm still trying to complete currently, and fingers crossed I'll be able to do at least half of it. I'm sort of like midway through doing it currently, so I'm trying to get, like, I picked 6, I'm trying to get at least 4 of them, so I'm working towards that currently. There should be a reading vlog out shortly after this video of me trying to complete the TBR, so watch that and look out for it if you haven't. But yeah, there's a lot of new releases coming out in April that I'm very, very excited for. We've got Abby Jimenez, we've got Emily Henry, we've got Lauren Roberts, off the top of my head, Jessa Hastings has one coming out for her new series, so there's more than that as well. I feel like there's another one. I'm actually going to go quickly have a look. The way I've just been sidetracked, but we also have Fearless, Emily Henry, Jessa Hastings, Abby Jimenez. Oh, I think that's it actually. Yeah, they're the 4 I've currently written down. There may be others, but they're the 4, and they are all pretty much top authors for me. Lauren Roberts, I didn't like Reckless as much as Powerless. I still enjoyed it, but it kind of fell a bit flat for me, so I really hope Fearless picks it back up. But anyway, so the first colour we have, is that gonna focus? You can see is green, which is an interesting one because off the top of my head I can't think of any books that have green on them. So let's have a look. What do we currently have? This is the one thing about having such a full TBR. Let's just check. Do we have any over there? Sorry. No, I think that's it. Right. Let's go with these. So I've got 3 options. The first one is Jade City. This one is an anticipated one because I feel like I've heard good things from what I can remember. I don't actually know what this is about. It just says, Jade is the lifeblood of the city of Jaloon, a stone that enhances a warrior's natural strength and speed. It is mined, traded, stolen and killed for, all controlled by 2 families equal in their power and ruthlessness. When a modern drug emerges that allows anyone, even foreigners, to wield Jade, simmering tension between the 2 clans erupt into open war. It sounds really interesting. Oh, so interesting. This is like a different kind of map to one I'm used to. Oh, so this is number 1, option number 1. Then I have The Great Gatsby. I've actually never read this. It's obviously very short. It's literally 140 pages. But obviously that one's got a green cover and I love the film. So this is one that I've wanted to read for a long time. And then, whoa, lastly I have A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid. Look how cute the edges are. This one, I believe it's like folklore fantasy, which I don't think off the top of my head that I've read before. So I'm really intrigued by this one, and I think it's like, is it a dark academia or is it just, have I made that up? But it's a girl that's always believed in fairy tales, and I believe that her favourite author, has died, and there's like this, am I making this up? I think there's 2 rival students. Yeah, I believe a famous author has passed away, and basically it's like a competition to go and clear out the house, or like go to where they wrote and everything, and like maybe upkeep it or something in order to like win a contest. To be honest, I don't know, I'm making, this is like the worst description, but this back is like a massive long paragraph. But it bases two rival students investigate the reclusive author's legacy. They discover that the house's foundation isn't the only thing that can be trusted. There are dark forces, both mortal and magical, conspiring against them, and the truth may bring them both ruin. But I really am intrigued because I really want to read this one. But I also really want to read Jade City. And I do want to read The Great Gatsby, but I feel like this is just so short. I feel like this is just a pick up whenever I feel like it. So I feel like it's not going to be The Great Gatsby. I think, actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Study in Drowning because it's a much shorter book. And obviously, as I said, there are a lot of new releases coming out this month and they are going to be my priority. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with A Study in Drowning for the first one. I actually wanted to read that for a while, so hopefully this like pushes me to read it. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I just got green again. Okay, let's spin again because we've already had green. Hopefully we get one that is a bit more. There we go. Purple, okay. Oh, immediately find a purple book right next to me, okay. I feel like purple, I've got quite a few. I have Play Along, but I do want to read the second and third one before reading this one, so I'm gonna skip that one for now, purely because it's obviously in a series. Oh, let me do this one. Oh, there's one over there. Okay, these are all ones. So we have 5 options in purple, which is quite a lot, so I'm going to quick fire run through them. The first one is Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. I've been wanting to read this for a while. It sounds really, really interesting, and it basically follows a girl called Viola who's an estate agent, but she's also a vampire. I feel like that sounds so cool. And she's trying to sell a house, but it's haunted, and the ghost occupying the house won't let her sell it until she uncovers who murdered them. So I feel like it's just such an interesting premise. So that one is one I've had my eye on for a while. I cannot talk today, I do apologise. The next one is Daydream. This is the third book in the, is it Maple Hill series? Is that what this series is called? I don't know if it actually says. Is it Maple Hill? I think it's Maple Hill. I read Wildfire a few months ago and I didn't really love it, but I think this one would be more up my street from the things I've heard, and this could be a good palette cleanser. Because like this is going to be just like a quick, easy read. So we've got that one. Then we've got The Way I Am Now. This is the second book after The Way I Used to Be. I read The Way I Used to Be back in like 2023. So this one is been on my TBR shelf for a very long time. How many pages is it? Like 400? Yeah, just hit 400. It basically follows a girl called Eden. She goes through this really traumatic event and it is a heartbreaking story, and I did love it. And then I believe this is sort of like carry on where she is now, obviously after that said event and everything. This one, check your trigger warnings. This one's another one that's been on my TBR for a very long time. Then we have Too Wild to Tame by Tessa Bailey. I've read a few of hers. What books have I read by Tessa Bailey? I'm saying that. I think I've read, is it the, what's it called? I can't think of it. Oh, here we go, also by, oh, this is the start in a interconnected series. What's the one? It Happened One Summer and Hook, Line and Sinker. I read that duology, well, standalone connected series, probably in 2023 as well, and I did enjoy it. I felt like it was a really cute, just fluffy romance. And again, this is a cute short one. No idea what it's about. And then I have Divine Rivals, which I've had on my TBR for a very long time, and I feel like I would love it. From what I've heard, it basically follows a girl called Iris, I believe, yeah, and her brother's on the front line, and they speak through this like magical typewriter, but then she actually finds out the person she's messaging isn't her brother, and I believe it's like a guy on the enemy front, like the enemy side, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it just sounds really interesting, and obviously it's got a lot of hype, so I feel like this could be a fun one as well. God, it's actually a really tough decision. Why is everything, so many good picks for purple? I feel like my top 3 are either Masters of Death, Divine Rivals or Daydream. I'm trying to think which one. Do you know what? I'm just going to go lowest page count. I did that with the other one, didn't I? No, let's not do that. Right. Based on what genre? I'm trying to think of the genre of the new releases. Only one of them is fantasy. Fantasy is my favourite genre, so... This is a hard one. Oh my god, why can't I make a decision? Okay, I think I'm going to go with Masters of Death because this one has been on my TBR for a while. I mean, actually, I think the other two have been on it longer, but this one I really, really want to get to because it just sounds so interesting. And I do love her writing. I didn't love the third book in the Atlas 6 series, but I did love the first one. So, hopefully it gives me the same sort of vibes as that. Right. Let's go for the third. Oh, I don't know if I said, but we're going to go for 6, not 3. We're going to go for 6 books. But as I said, I'm not hopeful I'll finish all of them, but I just want a good mix so I can read them. We've got light green. But I feel like, yeah, I don't really have any. So let's just spin it again. It's very specific in the colours. Ooh. We have amber. So orangey yellow. I'm just going to go with that bracket because I don't know. Oh, orange yellow. Top of my head. I don't know. Oh, that's definitely pink. That one could be. Maybe this one. Oh, decisions on the books now. Okay. This one. This one's black. Do I have any orangey yellow? No. So in the bracket of orangey yellow, I've got 4 options. This is actually harder than I thought. I thought it'd be quite easy to pick, but the first one I have is The Roommate by Rosie Danan. I think that's how you say it. Honest to God, I have no idea about this. I think I picked this up when I went to 66 Books, which is like a book warehouse that has discounted books. And I think, yeah, sounds like she ends up finding a flatmate and he's all charming and handsome. And then she looks him up on the internet and finds out he's made quite a name for himself. That's kind of the gist of what I'm getting. But it's quite a short one. It's less than 300 pages. I've not heard anything about this either, so we'll see. Then we've got Deadly Little Scandals. I've just realised this is the second book in a series. Immediately taken out of that. Then we have 4 Seasons in Japan. This is one that is really out of my comfort zone. I've never read a book like this, but it sounds really interesting. It basically follows a girl called Flo who's, says here, suffering from a crisis in confidence until she stumbles upon a mysterious book on the Tokyo subway. From the very first page she is transformed. She feels compelled to translate this foreign novel, a decision which sets her on a path that will change her life. So this one sounds really interesting. As I said, this is very out of my comfort zone, so it's so very short. Then we have the 30 Before 30 list. This is like another cute rom-com. It basically follows, what's the girl's name? It's Maya, and she meets a guy in the underground. They hit it off, and then he leaves this list of 30 things to do before 30 when he gets off, and she then bestows it upon herself to complete them. And then the last one is All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Sapanta? I thought it was Sapana, but it says Zapata. I don't know if I've said that right, but also this book is so floppy, and the reason I bought this is none other than because of Heather. If you've not seen her YouTube, I'm sure you have. Watch it. I love her so much, and she loves this book. And I feel like this, I believe, is slow burn, which I love a slow burn, and I'm intrigued to see if it's worth the hype. So I feel like this is going to be the one I pick. I mean, it is quite a long one, but I'm really intrigued, and I feel like I will love it. From what I've heard, and from the way I've heard people discuss the male main character, also how nice is a floppy book. Like, that is the best thing ever. So I'm going to go with All Roads Lead Here because that is one I've been excited to read. Let's spin it again. We've got quite a good array. Oh, now we've got Deep Orange. You can't see that, but now we've got Deep Orange. We've just done orange. Let's spin again. Oh, I just nearly shared it with everyone on my WhatsApp. Oh my god, have we got green again? No. I kind of wish... Oh. Can I edit? Okay, indigo. I'm going to say dark blue, because I feel like indigo is pretty much dark blue. Let's see. Is that dark blue? Maybe. Okay, let's see what that is. I'll say this one is. This one. Blue. under Indigo, which as I said I'm just doing as a general dark blue, we have the Circus Train by Amita Parker. I don't know if that's how you say it, but again, this one has been on my TBR for a very long time. I think it was in the 3 for £6 deal at the Works a long time ago, and I don't actually know what it's about, but it just says, even as the daughter of an extraordinary headlining illusionist, Lena has never quite found her place within the world of wonders, science and medicine, despite the limitations she feels in her wheelchair. Oh my god, I had no idea the female main lead was in a wheelchair. But a young French orphan, Alexander, comes aboard the circus train. Lena's life is infused with magic and wonder for the first time. Interesting. Also, wow. Sorry, the font's a bit different to what I'm used to. Anyway, we have that one. Then we have The Midnight Library, another one that's been on my TBR for ages, and this one I've been really excited to read. I don't know why I haven't, because it is so short, like, it's usually like 250 pages. So that one. And then we have The Winners by Frederick Backman. This is such an anticipated read of mine. I am dying to read it, but I'm also terrified. It's also a long book. It's like 670 pages, so this is not a light-hearted read. And I mean, the story is not a light-hearted read. I'm just scared. But I'm also so excited. I just don't want it to be over at the same time. So oh my god, I need to read this. I just read the first sentence. No, I didn't. It's not the first. It's the last sentence on the first chapter. And now I'm terrified to read this. Because I have a feeling that something's going to happen that I don't want to read about. Okay. Mentally just started sweating. Anyway, the last one we have is Nightbane, which is the second book in Lightlark. I actually read Lightlark last year. But I think I'm going to have to revisit, like, watch a TikTok that does a refresh, because currently I have no clue what happened. Like, I remember the ending, but I don't really remember what happened in the middle of that book, so I feel like I might need to watch a TikTok on it. But I did enjoy it. I think I rated it like a 3.75 star. It wasn't my favourite read, but it wasn't boring. I just felt like it was a bit slow in the middle and nothing really happened for a while, and then everything happened at the end. So I feel like maybe this one would be a higher rated book. But this has already been on a TBR of mine for this year. This one has as well. I really want to put The Winners, if I'm honest, because just after reading that, like, one sentence, I want to be back in this world. But I'm very aware that I've got another chunk of a book, and as I said, new releases, but also this would finish off the series, and I love this book. Or it's a very short The Midnight Library. These are the two I'm weighing up right now. I feel like I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to put The Winners, because maybe I just don't want a social life in April. I just need to read it. Now that I've seen that, I'm scared. I'm very scared. But I love the series. Both first and second book, 5 stars for me. I think this will be a 5 or 6 star read. I absolutely love this series with my whole heart. So, you know what? I need to finish it. I've been putting it off for like 2 months now. I think I finished the second one in January. So I feel like it's time. Oh, we've got Amber again. How do can I like edit them? Okay, no, we just keep getting the same colours though. Let's just keep going. Brilliant, we've got a different colour. We've got red. So, red covers. That one is a second in a series. This is the first. We do have red and pink. Kind of red and pink. What's up there? Is any bit red? No. Okay, so in the red category we have 3 options. The first one is Scythe. Is that how you say it? Scythe? Skith? Scythe? I don't know. This is the first one. I've heard very good things about this one, and I have no idea what it's about. I think it's about 2 people, yeah, Citra and Rowan, who were chosen to be apprentice Scythes. I think that's how you say it. And basically have to learn the art of killing. And I think there's like corruption and stuff. I don't really know too much about it, but I have all of the books in the series, so hopefully I enjoy it because I've invested in it. Then we have Hidden Pictures, which is a thriller. I believe it's about a lady who's going to go look after a 5-year-old boy, and it's like a new nannying job in the suburbs, and the boy she's looking after is called Teddy, but then he starts to draw disturbing pictures of his imaginary friend, and it's quite clear that he's like not okay in the head, I believe. I don't know, but I think it's quite disturbing. And oh yeah, there are pictures. I believe this is one Heather rated quite highly as well, if memory serves. This is one my sister told me to get and she loved it, so this was good. This is also a bit of a change up what we currently have. Then we have Beg, Borrow or Steal by Sarah Adams. I've actually never read a Sarah Adams book, but again, how nice is that flop? Yeah, I know this is the third one in an like interconnected standalone series, but the other two don't really interest me, so that's why I've picked up this one. And I've heard good things, and I heard everyone talking about it, and I was like, I feel left out, so that's why I picked this one up. This one is also a bit shorter, a bit fluffy, based on what we've got, because The Winners is gonna break my heart. Then we've got two fantasies, and then we've got a fluffy romance, but it's quite a long one. Do I put in a short romance to break it up in case I don't want to do a big one, or do I do a thriller to mix it up? Ooh. Oh, I think I just saw a really cute quote. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Hidden Pictures. I was gonna go with Beg, Borrow, Steal, but I feel like that one could be a good palette cleanser, but I think this one might be good because obviously the new releases, as I've said 100 times, they're pretty much mostly romance, so I feel like they'll be good options, whereas this will be interesting and a break from everything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the last one. Oh, pink. Okay, thank God we didn't have to do that for ages as well. Let's find a pink one. I guess it's gonna be pink. I guess this kind of is pink and red, so we have that. I kind of would like to, but I probably do have a lot of other pink options, I think. We have a lot of pink options. I'm not going to run through what all of them are about because I think I'll be here all day and you'd probably fall asleep. I'm dropping them. Okay. Okay, let's chill out. So the first one we have is The Murder After the Night Before. Second one, Seven Summers. I really want to read this one. I've seen Lily talk about it so many times. She raves about it and I feel like I'm going to love this, but I do think I want to wait until it's a bit sunnier. We have Mr. Wrong Number, How to End a Love Story, yeah that is right, Wild Love, Reckless, or By a Thread, and I knew that was going to happen. Oh my gosh. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Stressed. Okay, that's all the Beg, Borrow, Steal. So, what do I want to pick? I really want to read By a Thread by Lucy Score, but it is too much of a brick right now. How many pages is this? Like, no, there's just no way. Reckless by Elsie Silver. I really do want to read this. I don't think I'll do Wild Love because I haven't yet finished Chestnut Springs, so that's already been voted out. Reckless I need to read. I'm enjoying this series, but it's like a 3-4 star. Like, there's not been any 5 stars for me. Don't know what it is. I enjoy them, but I just don't. They just don't wow me, unfortunately. Maybe this one would be the different one. I don't know. Seven Summers, I think I want to wait for summer. I think I would like to do this one in like May. The Murder After the Night Before, I don't know. It's not calling my name. How to End a Love Story. I've heard good things about this one. Maybe that one. Mr. Wrong Number, Lynn Painter. I need her as a palette cleanser, so I'm going to skip that one. And then Beg, Borrow, Steal. So, these are my top 3. I think I'm going to go with How to End a Love Story, purely because even though I do want to read Beg, Borrow, Steal, this Emily Henry has a quote on this that says, I'll read anything she writes, an absolute star, and this was also in Reese's book club. So I feel like this must be good, and I feel like that will do well for how I probably will be mentally feeling after reading the new releases and The Winners by Frederick Backman because I'm terrified of that book. But I'm actually so excited that it's in my TBR for April because I really want to read it. I want to read it right now. But no, I'm in the middle of a book. Don't know what I'm on about. Anyway, so let's review what. Right. So to quick fire review everything. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting's changed. I'm pretty sure the light that I've got on is dying or has faded throughout, so I do apologise if that's the case. But let's quickly quick fire. This has been very messy. I'm really sorry. I feel like this has been a bit all over the place. So the first one, as I said, The Winners by Frederick Backman. Then we've got Hidden Pictures by Jason Ruchlack. I have no idea how to pronounce that. How to End a Love Story by Yulin Huang, I think that's how you say it. All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Then we've got A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid and Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. So, if you've read any of these, please let me know your thoughts and opinions. If there's one you think should be priority or anything like that, please let me know. As I said, I don't know how many of these I'll actually get through, as there are new releases that are coming out that will be immediately bumped onto my priority, especially Abby Jimenez's and Emily Henry's new book. Those two I'll be reading the minute I get my hands on them. There is no way you can stop me. So, don't know how many we'll get through, but hopefully I'll get through enough and I'll enjoy them and we'll have good reviews. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of them, if you plan to read any of them, thoughts, opinions, everything like that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this a bit chaotic version. Let me know if you prefer the prompts or the colour wheel. I feel like this one was fun, although my room is an absolute mess. There are books everywhere, which, you know, there are worse places, worse things to happen, worse places to be, so I'm not going to complain too much. But that is everything for today. As I said, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll hopefully see you in a next video.